Alright, so what I wanted to talk about on this lecture is I want to talk about the graphical representation of velocity. In a previous problem, when we were talking about how to get a positional value different than the displacement value, it's the mathematical explanation of what displacement is, we came up with this diagram. We have a person here at the origin, and then we have a person that's going to walk that distance. We determined that this person's displacement turns out to be 10 meters in the y direction. Okay, that's his displacement. Now, we're concerned with velocity. Oh, really quick, here's a new little toy I found. Velocity, displacement. So that way I can put up a definition that you guys can see. Move that out of the way. Okay. So, what we got here is we have a displacement of 10 meters in the y direction. If we remember what the definition of velocity is, even if we don't know what the definition of, you just look overhead. Okay, velocity is displacement divided by time, or the change in position divided by time. So, in order to get the velocity on this, I'm going to take this 10 meters and divide by the time it takes. Now, I'm going to pick a number. Let's say it takes 2 seconds. So his velocity would be that displacement of 10 meters in the y direction divided by those 2 seconds. Okay, so that's going to translate into 5 meters per second in the y direction. Okay, so to graphically represent that, we're just going to simply draw a vector in the positive y direction that's going to represent 5 meters per second y direction. Important, really important thing to notice right here is that this is not a position, this is not a displacement, this is a velocity. It's still expressed in much the same way that we have this arrow of a particular size pointing in a particular direction, but it's a velocity vector and not a positional or a displacement vector. Okay, so that's 5 meters per second. I could probably write that a little bit bigger so you can see it. Five meters per second in the y direction. It's a graphical representation of velocity. Okay, thank you.